Bernie Sanders has been getting endless amounts of shit from the establishment media for calling for a political revolution, as he calls it. But it turns out that when you poll the American people, they like that idea. They like it a lot. So Vox has some new research here, and they found the following, quote, 54% of respondents agreed that a political revolution might be necessary to redistribute money from the wealthiest Americans to the middle class. Just 30% said they disagreed. Okay, this is huge, and this is an argument that I've been making for years now. In fact, we have old segments where I brought this up, where I always thought, I don't know why the Republicans are so confident in their ridiculous assertion that, oh, redistribution of wealth is so bad, we got you. We got a Democrat saying you liked redistribution. Ha ha, stupid, everybody's against you. No, you made that up. That's not true at all. First of all, everybody's in favor of one level or another of so-called redistribution of wealth. Even if you're almost a 100% pure libertarian or anarcho-capitalist, a lot of those people still say, for example, well, we do need cops and we do need a court system, but that's it. Draw the line there. Okay, well, what the fuck do you have to do to set that up? Unless you're going to make it voluntary, in which case the rich would pay for it and then those systems would be biased in their favor and there wouldn't be, justice would not be blind at all. But you have to have taxes to pay for that. So that is redistribution of wealth. The military, redistribution of wealth. That's a socialist institution, okay? You go down the list, infrastructure spending, Social Security, Medicare. This is all redistribution of wealth. So everybody's in favor of it to one extent or another. And furthermore, if people knew the facts about the way our economy works and the world economy and the distribution that we currently have, I think that literally 100% of people would be in favor of redistribution of wealth. Because, as we learned from a recent report from Oxfam, the richest 62 people in the world have more wealth than the bottom 3.7 billion. 62 people have more than 50% of the human beings on this planet. That just makes no sense, okay? They didn't just, it's not like, hey man, they just worked really, really hard, like that much harder than everybody else in the world or than 50% of people on the planet. No, that's not true. It's not a meritocracy. If you believe that that's a meritocracy, you might be a stupid person. You might be an idiot. It's not like they just worked harder. So when people know that, they go, well, yeah, where's the debate? Of course I want some level of redistribution of wealth. If it comes down to, hey, should this CEO who makes $72 million a year be able to buy a third yacht and a second Maserati and a third mansion, or should we take some of that money in the form of taxes and give health care to poor orphans who had crack mothers that don't take care of them? What's the right choice there? Just curious. What would you rather do? Health care for the poor orphans? Or let that guy get whatever the fuck I said, a third yacht, a second mansion, and another Maserati? Which makes more sense. No, everybody's in favor of redistribution. It's just to what extent. Now, when you get into the details of this poll, it's devastating. It's devastating to the entire right-wing narrative and ideology and philosophy. Let's take a look at it here. So overall, 54%, like I said, are in favor, 30% against. This is specifically for a political revolution for redistribution of wealth. Independents, 51% are in favor. We have people who didn't vote in 2012, 58% are in favor. We have Tea Party supporters, 55% are in favor. The only single group in the country that's against a political revolution for redistribution, seniors. That's it. Everybody else, every other group is like, yeah, that sounds like an awesome idea. Guys, Tea Party voters are like, yeah, redistribution, rock on. 55% say rock on. No, that's it, man. And look, this gets to something that I've been saying for a long time now, which is Bernie Sanders is not the radical. His detractors are the radicals. And we're going to get to this in a little bit too, but on virtually every single policy position he has, the American people are overwhelmingly on his side. You know what that makes him? By definition, mainstream. It makes him centrist. It makes him moderate. That's what it makes him. So you have, people like Hillary Clinton, and then you have Republicans also bashing, oh, my radical this, far left. No, he's only far left in the context of establishment Washington politics, which are already super far right. So if he's on the far left of a spectrum that is far right, that would make him centrist, like I've been saying all along. And even his strongest idea and call for reform, where he says, a political revolution, and they specify in Vox here, redistribution of wealth from the rich to the middle class and the poor. Even that, everybody's like, yeah, no, totally, I'm with that guy. So spare me, Hillary, because Hillary, parroting stuff like this. You voted for the Iraq War. You voted for the Patriot Act, which rips up the Constitution and ignores the Fourth Amendment and ignores due process and habeas corpus. You were in favor of intervention in Libya. You're now in favor of a no-fly zone in Syria, which means boots on the ground in Syria and more intervention in Syria, which could escalate to World War III with Russia. Bernie ain't the radical. You're the radical. Based on policies. He has the people with him. You don't. Even the stuff where the establishment talking heads have said repeatedly, oh, political revolution, pie in the sky liberal stuff. This isn't what the American people want. Look at the numbers, bitch. They do want it. And not only do they want it in what you would say is its most extreme form. Namely, to redistribute wealth. I told you all along, whenever Republicans charge Democrats with, radical wants to redistribute wealth, the correct answer is, no, you're the radical, and yes, I do want to redistribute wealth. You don't? Tell the American people why you disagree with them.